Before New Hope, any church I went into, I thought it was just a show, pretty much. People acting like they were Christians when they really weren't. They just wanted your money for no apparent reason that I could see. And when I went to New Hope, I don't know, I think that's the first time I really found Jesus. It really hit me in my heart, and I saw it in a different perspective. Seen people were real, seen that they cared, seen it was the real deal.
Well, you know, the church that we had been going to was in the same situation as this one. They were growing, and they were outgrowing the building, the facility, and they were wanting to build a new one. And they were pushing kind of hard for it. And I had the attitude that when I came out, you know, I'd look at Holly and I'd say, well, that was a good show, you know. And I gave, but I didn't, my whole heart wasn't in it.
And it made me feel different about money. Money before I always thought was mine. I made it, I earned it, I worked hard for it. It had nothing to do with God. But it kind of struck me in my heart that God gave me a strong back and strong hands so that I could make that money. He's providing that money for me, he's providing the job for me. And the least I could do was give some back to him. And since I've started doing that, I've just seen amazing things happen. Times I didn't think I was going to have enough money to do other things. Money comes out of nowhere, it just seems. Bills will be less, or a check will be in the mail that I wasn't expecting, or things like that.
I was just, one day, like Ken said, something in my heart just jumped out, and it just, you know, and I just started tithing, you know, and the only thing that occurred was I didn't have any problems. What I was worried about not having finances for, I ended up not worrying about it. Just was never a problem. And and actually God, you know, I mean, we all know what I've been through this past 4 months. We haven't missed a beat on anything. He's been there for us.
My wife wanted to give, you know, the tithe 10%, a full 10% of everything we made, including taxes, everything, and I just had a problem with that. I didn't understand that it still didn't apply to me. God didn't give that money to me. I still thought that. And as she talked through and explained it, and I don't know, it was just a step in faith. I figured, you know, God commands us to do this. And I had doubts, you know, I doubted my faith. I doubted that there was anything. So I said, hey, this is just a step of faith. I'm going to go and do it, and I want to see, you know, I want to see something happen. See if there's a change. See if it really is true what everybody tells me, that, you know, if you give, he'll give back. And it's worked.
God's provided more happiness in the home. He's provided healthy children, a healthy marriage, and when I got sick, first thing any man does, I think, is worry about his children, his income, his family. And then when you were given the diagnosis I was, you really worry about it. And I'm sitting there worrying about it, and all of a sudden it occurs to me, it's like, did I buy that? And then I get to checking in my loan packages, and I had bought disability on 2 loans. And so those 2 loans were no longer worrisome. And then one of my brothers, before I got sick, 2 weeks before I got sick, he was on me to sell him a motorcycle I had. And he was up there buying it the day I went to the hospital, and that has gotten us through. I mean, God saw it coming way before I did, and there was, you know, all kinds of reasons why. But when I started tithing, I just wrote it out, and from then on, that's, you know, I mean, that was just an automatic, you know. Between Holly and I, you know, one of us made sure, and I mean, it's been fabulous with what God has done for our family through these past 4 months. And you know, I know that had something to do with it. How could you possibly say it didn't?
It's made family life better. It's made my marriage definitely stronger. My faith has just increased tenfold. I don't worry about the money. It doesn't even cross my mind. It seems like God's taken away some of those greedy wants that I always thought I had to have. I always wanted this, I always wanted that. It seems like he's just kind of, I don't necessarily want those kind of things anymore. I'd rather give to the church to know that it might change somebody's life. Anything that I buy isn't going to change anybody's life. It's not going to change my life. It's not going to make me any happier. I've figured that out. I've bought enough things that I thought, oh, this is going to make me happy. You know, yeah, it's happy for 30 days, and then it's back to the same old thing. What can I buy next? If it wasn't for the people, the church that planted the church there and their giving, you know, my life wouldn't be changed. Hopefully I can give back and change someone else's life, make their life better, turn it around. I was going down a path that was going to lead to destruction shortly, and luckily New Hope came and just miraculously changed my life, my family's life, my kids' life. I was really worried because this big building project's going on. I have a daughter that's a senior in high school. Worried how I was going to put her through college and to donate, you know, a good chunk of money to this building fund, and you know, God provided, and she's got a full ride to college that I don't have to worry about paying for, and that's just incredible. I got an insurance bill, and my insurance went down about $400 a year. It's just not just material things and money things that he works on. It's just a faith thing, a spiritual thing I think he gives back to you too, that you just don't have if you're not tithing.